Good day and welcome everybody. Today we are replacing one of the most common issues on these Ram DTs and the DSs. The 1500s in generals, the petrol ones, they have an issue with the manifold cracks. Now, what you'll hear when this happens is a ticking noise in the engine bay. When you hear that, you've got a problem. After months of arduous labour, we've finally got ourselves the last bolt here. It has taken me an hour and 40 minutes. It should take you, well, hour and a half, so it should take you 3 hours aside at the most. As you can see, you just simply remove the old manifold. Now that's the gremlin we're dealing with right there. Now, as you can see, we'll compare them side by side. It might not look that much different, but trust me, there's some engineering and there's some thought going into the Manta Performance exhaust manifold replacement. Around here, the crack's closed up because it was taut. That there, see the crack? That's a hairline crack, but as the vehicle warms up, it will expand and contract. And because these bolts were tight against the head, that's why it opened the crack up a bit more. But now I pulled it off, it's released the tension and it's sprung back. You can hardly see it, but if you look very closely, you see it's cracked all the way around. You can see in our aftermarket one, the dealers will appreciate this, but we've actually created some secondary holes for the heat shield, and they come with some little short bolts. From the factory, they had, I'll show you, they had this design here. So this bolt went in and then the heat shield bolted on top of that. Now it's much easier to put it back in because the heat shield can go on second with its own set of bolts. So that's what we're dealing with right there. Along with the full Ram manifold, it also comes with everything you need to get it installed from start to finish, along with the gaskets. These will go straight on, replace the OEM ones, and a full bolt kit. So you won't need to reuse any of your old rusted or damaged bolts. Importantly, these bolts also come with a spacer. That spacer is critical to allow the slight movement that the manifold needs to make sure it doesn't crack in the future. The reason that the manifold cracks is because the head on the Ram is aluminium and the cast manifolds are steel. So those two metals, they expand and contract at different rates, and so that is what ultimately leads to the cracking. So that crack there, you can't see it without removing the heat shield, as I mentioned earlier. The only way you can tell that it's cracked is by that ticking noise, which will be very prominent when you start your vehicle. Pretty cool thing that Manta has made different on these factory manifold replacement is the bolt here. We spoke about this earlier, but I wanted to show you side by side. So as you can see, this is the factory one here. The bolt bottoms out on the casting, whereas this spacer here provides that little bit of flex it needs. So with a beefed up manifold, as you can see here, and the spacers, you won't have the cracking that occurs in the middle moving forward. So you can sleep comfortably and soundly knowing that your Manta Performance replacement manifold is going to do the job. There's only one thing left to do with these factory Ram manifolds, is to get rid of them. Now that is the Ram kit gone, and that's the Manta difference that we love. No, that's not going on social media. All of our products are backed by Manta's warranty, so you can have peace of mind when installing our product. These things are tough as nails. Like I said, proof's in the pudding. We haven't had one call back. Once they've been fitted, that's done, problem solved. So yeah, backed by Manta's warranty, guaranteed fitment, got everything you need. All right guys,
Now we're going to give this thing a kick in the guts, the big 5.7 litre, see what she has to offer us. And you'll hear very clearly that the tick has completely gone. Listen to that. Love the sound of a V8.